Hi everyone, this is M. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, working as an assistant professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, St. Martin Engineering College. Today I am going to discuss functions in C. Functions in C. What is the definition of function? What is the functions in C? Functions in C. What is the first of all definition? What is the definition of function? Function is a set of statements that when called perform some specific task is called function. That is the advantages of function. Advantages of function. Advantages of function. First one is the reusability. First one, the main advantage is the reusability. Next one, modularity. Modularity. And third one, program size. Program size. Next one, abstraction. Next one is the abstraction. Abstraction. What is the first one? Reusability. Reusability is the code written only once and reused many times. That is the reusability. That is the main advantage of the function. What is the modularity? Modularity is nothing but a larger programs can be divided into sub-programs. We can implement by using modularity. What is the program size? We can use the functions reduce the program size by eliminating duplication of elements by using program size. Abstraction. Abstraction provide the functionalities of the function. Abstraction is provide the functionalities of the function. We can use in your program function easy to understand and debug. These are the advantages of the function. Advantages of the function. Next one, what is the function type? Syntax of functions. Syntax of functions. Syntax of functions. What is the first one? Function declaration. Function declaration. Function declaration. Second one, what is the function call? Function call. Function call. Third one, what is the function definition? Function definition. Function definition. What is the syntax of functions can be divided into three types. First one is the function declaration, function call and function definition. What is the first one? Function declaration. Function declaration. In function declaration we must provide the function name. Function declaration. Function declaration. Function declaration. We must provide function name. We must provide function name. Function name. Next one, return type. Return type. Return type. And number of parameters and type of parameters. Type of parameters. Function declaration. Function declaration we must provide the function name, return type and type of parameters. We must provide the function declaration. What is the syntax of the function declaration? Syntax of the function declaration. Syntax of the function declaration. Return type. Return type. Return type. Function name. Return type. Function name. Return type. Function name. Next one, parameter 1 comma parameter 1 comma parameter 2 parameter 2 semicolon. This is the function declaration syntax. What is the return type? Function name, parameter 1 comma parameter 2. That is the example. According to the syntax, give the one example. Example. What is the return type? Is nothing but int. Return type int. What is the sum? Function name is the sum. Int a comma int b. Function declaration with parameters. This is nothing but a function declaration with parameters, with parameters. Next one more example. int sum int only data type mention. This is nothing but a function declaration without parameters. What is the function declaration? Is not mandatory for the parameters. By declaring function, we can use without declaration of the function. This is nothing but a function declaration. Next one, function call. One more syntax of the functions, that is nothing but a function call. Function call is a statement. Function call is a statement that instruct execute the function. We can use the function call. Must provide the function name. Must provide the function name and parameters. Function name and parameters. This is about the function call. What is the syntax of the function call? Syntax of the function call. What is the function name? Function name. We can use the parameters a comma b. This is the syntax of the function. What is the function call? Is a statement that instruct to execute the function. We can use the function name and parameter. That is the syntax is nothing but a function name a comma b. These parameters is nothing but a actual parameters. According to the function call, parameters is nothing but a actual parameters. One more example. One more syntax. Function name without parameters. Function name without parameters. We can use one more. Variable is equal to function name. Variable is equal to function name with parameters. These are the syntax of the function. What is the function name with parameters? In function call, parameters is nothing but a actual parameters. Function name without parameters. Variable is equal to function name a comma b. We can assign function name with some variable. These are the syntax of the function call. Next we can discuss function definition. Function definition consists of actual statements which are executed when function is called. That is nothing but a function definition. Function definition we can define outside of the main function. We can define the function definition. What is the function definition syntax? What is the syntax of function definition? What is the return type? Return type. Next one, function name. Return type, function name. Parameters. Function name, parameter 1 comma parameter 2. Parameter 2, that is we can use the body of the function. Body of the function. This is the function definition. What is the syntax? Return type, function name, parameter 1 comma parameter 2. We can function definition, we can implement logic of the program. We can write the function definition. That is this. We can give one example of function definition. What is the example of function definition? What is the, according to the first one, what is the return type? Int. What is the function name? Is sum. With parameters int a comma int b. int b. Int b, we can use we can declare one variable int c. Int c, c is equal to a plus b. A plus b, return c. Return c. This is the function declaration. What is the example? What is the according to the syntax? Return type is the int. What is the function name is sum. That is the variable declaration int a comma int b. These parameters is nothing but a formal parameters. In the function call, parameters is nothing but a actual parameters. What is the function definition? Parameters is nothing but a formal parameters. According to the syntax, actual parameters are always copied to the formal parameters. This function definition returns some value to the main function by using function definition. What is the, we can use the functions. First three elements are important. First one is the function declaration and function call and function definition. Next one, we can write one example. What is the example? Example, write a C program. Write a C program, sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers by using functions. What is the first one? Hash include. First one is the hash include. Hash include is a preprocessor directive, that is the stdio.h. stdio.h, that is nothing but a standard input output. H means header file. What is the int? What is the, you can use the function declaration. What is the according to the syntax? What is the first one is the function declaration. Int sum, int a comma int b. According to the syntax of function declaration, we can define above the main function. What is the next one? Int main. Main is also one function. It should return a value. Every function it should return a value. What is the according to the just we can, after main function we can define variable declaration. Int a is equal 10. Next one, b is equal to 30. We can, this is the variable declaration. After that we can create one variable int add. According to the function call. What is the function call? Is nothing but a, we can assign variable is equal to function name with parameters. What is the, according to the syntax? Add is nothing but a variable is equal to, what is the function name? Sum. What is the a comma b? What is the 10 comma 20? 10 comma 30. Just we can use the printf statement. Sum is equal to percentage d according to the data type. What is the, according to the integer data type? What is the control string? Is the percentage d comma add. Next one, return 0, close the brace. Next one, we can write the function definition. What is the int? According to the syntax, int sum int a comma int b. What is the, according to the syntax? Int result. You can take one variable. Result is equal to a plus b. Return result. This is the function definition. What is the, this program execution start with the main function. What is the main function? According to the main function, variable declaration int a is equal 10, b is equal 30, int add. According to the cursor, whenever reach this one, reach the cursor add, directly cursor goes to the function definition. Where we can write the function definition, directly cursor goes to the function definition. What is the, according to the function call? Actual parameters is always copied to the formal parameters. 10 is copied to a. Next one, 30 is copied to b. 30 is copied to B. According to the function definition, we can create one variable, that is int result. Int result is equal to A plus B. What is the A value? 10. What is the A value is 10. A value is 10 plus B value is 30. The result stored in the result for the 40 is stored in the result variable. You can return. This function is returned to the function call. What is the function call? This function returns to the function call. This function returns to the this function return to the function called 10 comma 30. That is this function is nothing but a result is 40. Result is 40, that stored in the one variable is add. Printf sum is equal to %d comma add. What is the output of this program is nothing but a, what is the output? Sum is equal to 40. Sum is equal to 40. This is the output of the program. This is the, what is the functions? The main use of functions is the three important elements: function declaration, function call, function definition. We can use the next one, types of functions. Types of functions. Types of functions. First one is the user defined functions. Second one is the built-in functions. Built-in functions or library functions. That is nothing but a library functions. We can discuss about the built-in and library functions. These are, what is the built-in functions? Built-in functions is nothing but a already predefined functions. Predefined functions is nothing but a, the functions already exist. We can use the library functions. Library functions. The main uses of the library functions is, the main advantage of the library functions, we can use directly without any declaration by using library function. That is the main advantage of the library function. What is the, according to the library functions, what are the some library functions? That is nothing but a built-in functions. We can use built-in functions. What is the according to the library functions is nothing but a, we can use the directly without any declaration by using library functions. That is, we can use the one example is nothing but a square root. Square root and power functions are the mathematical functions. We can use directly in your program without any declaration. We can use directly. We can use the math.h. What is the according to the power function and square root functions, the header file, the code written in these files code written in the math.h. According to the similar in the built-in functions, that is nothing but a string comparison, string concatenation, string length. These are the functions we can define. In your program. We must include the string.h header file. String.h header file. Similar to the printf and scanf functions. Printf and scanf function we can use in your program. You must include the #include stdio.h. These are the predefined functions. We can use directly without any declaration. This is nothing but a built-in functions or library functions. What is the example? One example is the library functions, that is nothing but a #include stdio.h. #include is the nothing but a preprocessor directive. stdio standard input output, and h means header file. That is nothing but a, we can use one library, one built-in functions, that is the mathematical functions. We can under hash include math.h header file. We must include the math.h header file. According to the int main function, int is the main function. Every main function should retain a return value. Every main function should return a value, that is integer. This function returns integer value. What is according to the variable declaration? Double number. We can define double number. Number is equal to 49. We can directly initialize number is equal to 49. Next one, double. We can create one more variable. You can define one more variable, double square root. Double square root is equal to sqrt. Sqrt is nothing but a predefined function. We can use directly. We can use directly without any declaration. We can use the square root function. Next one, printf, the square root of what is the percentage dot to lf. What is the according to the control string of double is nothing but a lf, small lf. We can use the according to the dot after points, we can 2 decimal, it will display just percentage dot to lf. We can use, that is the next one, return 0. This functions returns return 0. This function return 0. What is the output of this function is nothing but a, what is the square root of function? 49 is equal, the output of the function is equal to 7. This is the one of the example of what is the library functions. What is the user defined function? According to the definition itself also user defined. User can create one. According to the user requirement, we can define the functions. That is nothing but a user defined functions. What is the user defined functions is one of the example is nothing but a, what is the example of nothing but a, we can use the functions. What are the functions? We can use function, 3 important elements, function declaration, function call and function definition. What is the hash include stdio.h according to the header file, that is the free processor directive. Next we can use the according to the function declaration int square int. What is the function name? What is the int is the return type, what is the function name is the square. What is the variable declaration? That is the parameters is nothing but a int. What is the function declaration? We can define above the main function. What is the int number comma after main function we can define variables. Variable declaration int number comma answer. Just we can use the through keyboard enter the value for the number. We can use the printf enter. This is as it is displayed on the output, where we can write the printf statement as it is, that is displayed on the enter your number. Scanf is the input statement, through keyboard give the some number. Answer is equal to according to the function call. Variable is equal to function name with parameters, that is the answer. What is the, you can create one variable, that is answer is equal to square root of number. Whenever cursor reaches to this one, directly cursor goes to the function definition directly. What is the function call parameters is the actual parameters, always copy to the formal parameters. What is the function definition? What is the function definition? Syntax is nothing but a return type, function name and parameters. What is the according to the function name? What is the return type is the int. What is the function name is nothing but a square. What is the variable name is nothing but a int n. We can use the one more. We can directly we can use the return n into n. This function return n into n directly goes to the function call. This function is directly goes to the this function call assigned to the answer. Next square of the percentage d is number comma answer. What is the 5? Give number is 5. 5 is what is the number? What is the square of number? 5 is 25. That is nothing but a function, user defined function. What is the user defined function? Next one, functions. What is the conditions of return types and arguments? What are the next one? Next topic is the conditions of return types and arguments. In every C programming, function called with parameters, without parameters, by using with return value, without return value. These are the 4 types according to the divided into 4 types. Function, what is the first one? Function with no arguments and no return value. First one is the second one. What is the function with no arguments with return value? And third one, function no arguments with return, function with arguments with no return value, function with arguments and with return value. These are the 4 types. What is the according to the definition? According to the definition, what is a function with no arguments and no return value? According to the definition also we can create. What is the hash include stdio.h? That is the header file. Void sum. Void sum is nothing but a function declaration according to the definition function with no arguments and no return value. According to the no arguments, void sum. According to the next, this is the function declaration void main. Void main, after that we can printf statement going to calculate sum of two numbers. It will displayed on the as it is on the output. What is the, this is nothing but a sum. Sum is the function call. Whenever cursor is to the sum, directly goes to the function definition. Function definition, we can create some variables. What is the int a comma b? Next one, printf enter two numbers. It will displayed on the output enter two numbers. Scanf is the input statement. Through keyboard give the two numbers and printf. Printf the sum is percentage d comma a plus b. That is the, what is the enter? What is the this one? What is this one? Enter a number. What is the number? Scanf statement 10 comma 20. What is the output of this statement? The sum is 20. This is according to the functions. What is the first one? Function with no arguments, no return value. Next one, function with argument with no return value. According to the function definition, we can include the stdio.h. What is the function declaration? Function declaration is nothing but a arguments void sum int comma int. That is the, what is the function declaration with parameters. We can define some variables int a comma b comma result. Through keyboard ask enter the values from a and b values. What is the function? What is the function? Sum is equal to a comma b. This is the function call. Whenever cursor reaches to the function call, directly cursor goes to the function definition. What is the printf? Is nothing but a directly sum. Sum is equal to a plus b. According to the definition, function with argument with no return value. This function does not return any value. According to the definition, function with argument without return value. What is the ab value? Give some values. Ab is equal to 10, 20. The sum is nothing but a, what is the sum is 40. This is the function with arguments. Next one, function with arguments with return value. Function with arguments and with return value, we can use the function definition. We can use the function definition with parameters and function call and function definition with parameters. These, whenever cursor reaches to the function call, directly cursor goes to the function definition. Function definition, we can display the output. What is according to the function? According to the functions, according to the function, what is the definition of, definition of function? What is the definition of function? Function is a set of statements that when called perform some specific tasks. That is the definition of function. What is the abstraction? Abstraction is functions provide the abstraction. That is, we can use the scanf statement. What is the, according to the syntax, what is the function declaration? Function declaration, what is the return type? Function name with parameters. Next one, what is the main, why use functions? What is the reusability? The code written only once and reused many times. We can use the reusability. What is the abstraction? Abstraction is the one of the function provide the abstraction facility by using the scanf statement. According to the functions, we can use one example. Area of rectangle. Area of the rectangle is nothing but we can declare what is the function call and function definition. We can use the int main L is equal to 10, B is equal to 5. Whenever cursor reaches to the function call, directly cursor goes to the function definition and calculate the area of the rectangle. Just we can use the 5 into 5 is the 25. It will display the area of the rectangle. What is the output? Depends on the rectangle. This is about the functions. Next one, this is the function call. Function call is the function call and function definition, function declaration, the main uses of the function. This is about my video. Today this is the output of this function is nothing but we can use declare value 10 into 10 for 5 into 10, that is 1000. It will display the output of this function. Next one, this is about the function example. Next one, what is this is the why use functions is nothing but a reusability and abstraction and easy to understand and debug. This is about the video.